life is full of choices. When we decide something, it can trigger a chain of events that affect our future, kind of like when dominoes fall one after another. Yet, there are also crucial moments, similar to tossing a coin, where different results could have led our lives in completely new directions. I'm going to provide you with some examples that show how my life might have taken different paths if certain events had unfolded differently. World War II brought about immense hardships and challenges for my great-grandmother, and the difficulties she encountered while imprisoned ultimately led her to take her own life. She was fortunate to be imprisoned with a doctor, who was also a fellow prisoner. This doctor saved her life. If the doctor hadn't been there, my great-grandmother would have died. It shows how luck and coincidence can significantly impact our lives. When my mom was pregnant and carrying me, she wasn't sure about having a child, and I was an unwanted child. She had considered having an abortion, but on the day she intended to do so, there was a knock on the door from a representative of the church. Because my mom had a religious background, she discussed her thoughts with the person, and he convinced her that it would be a grave sin. If that church representative hadn't knocked on the door, or if my mom hadn't shared her thoughts with him, everything would have been different now. I grew up in a peaceful family where my parents worked outside the home, so I was often alone and found comfort in painting. They hoped I would become a doctor and study medicine. I was a good student and had the chance to become a doctor, but I wanted to be a painter. Their reason was simple: they believed artists didn't make much money, and people these days focus on basic needs like food and health, not art. I didn't listen to them. Now, I work as a hairdresser to make a living and paint as a hobby because it doesn't pay the bills. If I had chosen to be a doctor, I would have had a better financial situation. Back in college, I had a close friend who was a talented artist, and I had a bit of a crush on him. We both admired each other's work. After we graduated, he proposed starting a business together in his hometown, which was 1,000 kilometers away. However, I preferred staying in my own hometown, and he felt the same way. It makes me wonder how my life might have taken a different path if I had moved with him or if he had stayed with me. I started working hard to open a painting gallery and share my art with people, presenting myself as a painter. The exhibition I planned to display my work at had to close for a week due to a handyman falling from scaffolding. This unexpected turn led me to relocate the exhibition to a different street, close to a coffee shop. During this time, I had a chance to interact with the coffee shop's customers, and among them was a charming man named Jack. We struck up conversations about art, life, and our dreams over cups of coffee. If that scaffolding accident hadn't happened, if the exhibition had gone on as planned, I might never have met Jack. Our paths might never have crossed, and I would have missed out on the wonderful life we've built together. As time passed, our connection deepened, and we soon realized that we shared not only a love for art but also a profound love for each other. We got married, and Jack became my biggest supporter in my artistic journey. Despite the success of our art gallery, the truth is that art alone didn't always bring in enough income to sustain our livelihood. We faced financial challenges along the way, as many artists do. But with Jack by my side, we learned to weather the storms together. We used to live in an apartment, but we had to move 2 times because the person who owned it wanted to live there. So, we decided to buy a house, but to do that, we needed money from a bank. I had to get a job as a hairdresser to make that happen. Working as a hairdresser and painting at the same time was tricky because it took up a lot of my time. I sometimes wonder what would have happened if I had only focused on painting. If I had just painted and not done anything else, maybe I could have become a really, really good artist. My paintings might have been even better, and more people might have liked them. But life doesn't always go the way we plan. Even though I didn't become the world's greatest painter, I did get a nice home, a good job, and a wonderful partner who was always there for me. We made a happy life together, and that's what matters most. Crucial. Immense. Imprison. Fellow prisoner. Coincidence. Abortion. Grave sin. Crush. Exhibition. Scaffolding. Relocate. Charming. Struck up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.